I've been reading a lot in the Philokalia about this need to guard the mind and to guard the heart, and using the name of God in order to do that, so that in our daily being, we don't ever let the mind get more than a thought or two away from the remembrance of our divine nature. And when we find that it does, just through the practice of becoming aware, that conscious living, that we repeat the mantra, we fill our mind with the thought of love, the thought of intelligence, and the mystery of our existence, which is to think of God, which is to call out the name of God. And Holy Mother is having a conversation with one of her devotees and talks about these things to a certain extent. The struggle that we go through is as we try to live amongst an ideal that is so much higher than what we've reached, or sometimes even than what we can understand. The disciple asks the Divine Mother, "Mother, if God is the Father and Mother of all, then why does he make us commit wrongdoing?" Mother, no doubt that God alone becomes all of these objects, animate and inanimate. But in the relative world, all beings act and suffer according to their past karma and their innate tendencies. The sun is one, no doubt, but his manifestation differs according to objects and to places. The disciple retorts, "Well, if everything happens according to the will of God, then why does he not annul this law of karma that traps us in our ways?" And Mother says, yes, he could. If that was the will, he can shorten the period of evolution, but we are not to know his will. So maybe this isn't the point. Maybe it's not the point. Later on, she says here, "Does it matter in the least to God whether you believe or not? Even if the sage Sukadeva was to him like a big ant at the most, infinite is he. How much can you understand of him?" Now, a lot of times we take issue with this kind of thinking, that God is so beyond our ability to understand and comprehend, and so we are expected to give him a certain, wide berth in the way he or she acts or does things in this world. But then she says here at the end, she really brings it down to the heart at the end. She says, "He who thinks always of the Lord, which way can evil come to him?" So she's backing up what the sages in the Philokalia were saying, that this protecting the mind and heart with the constant remembrance of God. She's saying all these thoughts of sin and all these thoughts of wrongdoing and the struggle to overcome them. She says that that really won't be the issue in the mind if in fact we stay close to the Lord, if we stay close to the thought of love, if we practice constantly this awareness of our mind and our heart. She says, open your grief-stricken heart to the Lord. Weep and sincerely pray, "O Lord, draw me toward you. You give me peace of mind." By doing so constantly, she promises, you will gradually attain that peace of mind that transcends all understanding. So don't get caught up in the whys, the hows, the sufferings, the seeming injustices. Stay in the heart. Stay close to the divine. Stay close to trusting that ideal love, that ideal mercy, that ideal strength that is your own. Unify your will to be the will of the soul, the will of the self, independent of the smallness of body and mind. Let the will come from that part of you that has no desire, that witnessing aspect of you, and keep it close in relationship to your beloved, and protect it with all of your care. Live there. That will be enough. Leave the rest to lie for other times. Be strong.